This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Gold Rush, the game. We're now going to be using some large-scale equipment. This is going to be really amazing. So if you all are very excited, again, remember to hit that like button. Let me know you want to see more of this type of content, and subscribe if you're new here. We're going to show off the Bulldozer, the large excavator, and all of this huge equipment here. Look at this. We've got ourselves duplex jags and a few other things here that are going to be instrumental in getting us some gold. So we're going to do a little installation of some of the things we need to do here. Here's some miner moss that we're going to install here on some of the sluices. And what this is it's going to grab all the gold as it comes down. The gold and the water are going to come down this this way here, and we're going to make sure we grab all the very important minerals, of course, the most important being the gold that we're about to find. So what we're going to do is grab what, about 6 of these. The other one to the right over there that you see off in the distance, that one is for tailings, so basically for useless material that we're not so interested in. So we're going to take some time here and set this all up. Again, folks, if this is your first time around here, this is the third tier of what this game has to offer. The first tier is literally taking a bucket and a shovel and starting from the very beginning, and the tier 2 video that you may have missed shows off a smaller excavator and a mobile wash plant, which is very exciting. Almost something you could do from home. Heck, if you got a truck and a little bit of money, you can get your own mobile wash plant. Very exciting. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down all this moss here, and then we're going to go start some mining here shortly. We also have to put down these grills to make sure that the larger rocks and boulders roll all the way through into this sorting machine here and off the top. So basically it'll help it to roll all the way towards the end. Ooh, speaking of rolling, oh, don't you roll away from me. There we go. Perfect. All right, we're going to put down these grates now as well. So these small little metal grates that you see here are going to go on top, these grills, and we're going to go ahead and put these over the top. There goes one there. And we're going to hop back down here and grab the other one. I know, I'm very excited. I'm hopping with excitement today, I guess. So let's put that second one down. And the third one, very good. So we got plenty of these around. We've got plenty at the storage site, which is just up there, that little warehouse up there. And we're also going to need to pop 2 buckets underneath the machine, too. So that's basically the whole machine setup, this wash plant, that's literally built into the side of a mountain. It's more of an assembly line than it is just a single machine. And it takes some very large stuff to work this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other equipment that we have around here. So as you may have seen that, yes, we have a giant front loader up there. We also have a bulldozer at our disposal that you saw down there, and a pickup truck around as well. And there's a lot of cables that we can use to transport a lot of the items around that we need, including a large fuel tank, smaller fuel tanks, a few other things. So again, in a previous video, we did all that. We got a large power plant that I had to move out here as well with one of the excavators. And the excavators are cool because they basically have a full functioning crane underneath them, a few hooks that you can use to move things like this. We can literally walk into this power plant, which I think is the coolest thing in the world. And you can see that we've got a few different things set up here. You can see we've got shakers, trommels, and a few work lights, and also the duplex there set up. So we're going to go ahead and get everything fired up here. In order to work this fully, we need to actually make sure our we've got a pump over here. So we need to make sure that's working and pulling the water out of this pond here, or whatever it happens to be. So let's go ahead and fire this up. We're going to walk over to the other side and pull that cord. Here we go. Where is she? Oh, wait a minute. Where is that? Ah, right over here. Perfect. All right, so the operation's going to begin. The water is flowing. We're also going to turn on our power plant, which will turn the trommel and a few other things on too. So one thing at a time. We're going to make a large pile with our excavator, and then we're going to come over and pick it up with our front loader, and the bulldozer can do a little bit of pushing too to make some nice piles. You can see there I was testing it out a bit. Some more testing to do, but let's fire everything up. Shaker, online. Trommel, online. Work light, online. Very nice. Even if we don't need them, we're turning everything online. We're going to work into the night now. It's getting real late, so we got to work as quickly as possible. So all that equipment is working. We're going to make a nice large pile for our wheel loader, and we're going to come over and pick it up. And it should be able to pick it up here. So let's go ahead and continue making a giant pile of dirt there out of the hole that we've dug. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's get her done. All right, up into the machine we go. Fire it up. All right, very good. And let's go ahead and roll forward and back a little bit. There we go. Dig it into the ground. Okay, perfect. Now, unfortunately, we don't have anyone who can drop by. You know, we don't have it. It's not multiplayer or anything like that. So we'll have to just kind of do this all on our own. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so the giant excavator, as you would imagine, just has a bigger bucket than the smaller one, but it also has the ability to move a lot of that equipment into place. So this is really awesome just to see this mine fully functioning. It's really impressive to actually see how much gold you can get out of a large-scale operation And even on your own, doing all this, you can see in the upper right corner, it's day 14, and the developers have provided me some of this cash in order to continue playing, to show off all the features and such. So I'm just doing this. And again, if you want me to play through a full series, please let me know. I would love to do it. But I just first want to jump ahead and just test out all the cool stuff. I mean, seriously, if you told someone, hey, Bob, see all that super cool equipment over there? Yeah, you can't touch it. I'd be like, listen, Bob, I'm with you. If you want to jump in that tractor a little bit and drive it around, you know, by all means, take a test drive. And that's what we're doing here. We're test driving some of the equipment, which is really cool. So let's keep on loading everything here. That should be about a full bucket's worth for the large front wheel loader. I guess it's not the large, but there'll be a lot of other equipment in this game too. And I'm giving this one a 10 out of 10 because the price point for how well it works is pretty nice. It works really swimmingly. Sometimes there's moments of lag. Sometimes the map will need to generate and such when you're driving around. In my last video, I had a little bit of issue, but really nothing to be real too concerned at. I think it works quite nice. All right, so once we're done here, we're also going to bring our buckets that were underneath the duplex jig over to the wash plant on the other side. Sorry, the wave table on the other side, which should help us to filter that out and find the big gold. Big gold. So, hey, the name of the game is Gold Rush, so there you go. All right, nice pile's been created here. This large excavator should be ready to rock. There we go. All right, we're done here. All right, so now let's pick up this pile from the wheel loader. Our bulldozer here. A couple of different things you can do with the bulldozer, and if you press tab, you can actually go to a thing called Dig Tube, which will load anything you need to know. If you want to know how to use the bulldozer to flatten, boom, there you go. If you want to know how to use the ripper, boom, there you go. You can do all sorts of different things with that, and it'll give you a full tutorial on how to do it visually within seconds. So you don't even have to leave the game or tab out or, you know, watch another video in order to how to do it. So there's a lot of fuel over here that we're going to need. As you can see, some of these machines are down to 86% and such, so you'll always need to be stopping to refuel, continue to make sure your water sources are pumping out, that kind of thing. But for now, we're going to grab this wheel loader and hop over there. Beautiful. It's becoming nighttime soon. Not too long. Whoa. And it'll be nighttime. So our vehicles will require occasional maintenance too, which is an interesting feature. And let's back out of here safely. We don't want that bucket too far up in the sky, do we? Sometimes it's hard to help it, though. Some of the terrain is so rough in some of these areas. It'd be nice to flatten it out with the bulldozer. Wow, look at that. We can't even jump up over this. Come on, boy. Let's gun it. Ew. Sometimes it takes a whole lot of flooring, but we'll go the other way. We'll go underneath where you see the trommel working, which will get rid of some of the larger boulders and rocks and let all the good stuff through. Alright, so we're heading over to the big mine now. You can actually see there's a... actually, I think you can put a smaller... you see under the right wheel, there kind of looks to be a ladder thing. I bet you can put another sluice down there in order to continue to look through stuff. Something like that. Tons of stuff to do here. And there's other machines that are going to be added to the game very soon as well, though. Boy, I hope one thing that they add is an actual front loader that can get up a hill. Come on, boy. Jeez. We're going to have to reverse up this thing? Yeah, now you're just being embarrassing. Come on, boy. Wow. Front loader having a bad day. Look at that. The thing has no power at all. Can't even go up the hill. My goodness, it's just limping along. Oil pressure's low if you notice on the right side, but I don't think that actually is a factor in the game yet. They'll be adding oil pressure and such to simulate vehicle breakdown and repair of oil filters, that kind of thing. So we'll see what it has to offer soon. Oh, boy. This thing's a heck of a lot harder to drive than I remember. All right, let's raise our bucket up and get out of here. Oh my goodness, this is the hardest piece of equipment ever. Bulldozer should have a better time with this. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll just drive around the other side. It looks like there's a nice ramp here. I tried to make a nice ramp with our bulldozer, but she doesn't seem to want to go. And also the bulldozer can have some maintenance done to it as well. Lots of stuff to do in this game, including, not to mention, digging out with your own shovel. There you go. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a run at it, don't you? Okay, let's lower our bucket down, and we'll go ahead and pick up some of this soil that we've got here, the pay dirt. And look at that. Bucket already full within just a few seconds. All right, let's back out of here. Wow, way too fast. But again, difficult to control in this game as well. Yeah, this front loader is a heck of a lot harder to control than I remember. There we go. All right, over to the other side we go. You can see some other framework there on that side to where we'll be operating some of our other equipment. Wow, this thing sucks. Wow, come on now. Front loader, we're gonna go to the other side. She's having a difficult time. Maybe we can bring it over to this other side. Wow, this thing can barely even get out of the mine. All right, we're gonna circle around. Oh, actually, we can come through here, possibly. Let's see if we can get up the hill. We have differential lock-on, too, which should give it more power, more traction. I wouldn't imagine disabling that would go any faster. Oh, it kind of does. Huh, that's weird. I thought it'd be able to handle some of the terrain better with differential lock off, or on. Oh, I guess it does work better with it on. Okay. All right, we're raising up our bucket now. And we're going to dump here into the shaker, mover and shaker here. Let's go ahead and get this ready here. All right. Well, come on now. I just backed up a little bit. Look at this. Oh, the gravity. No, come on, game. Oh, that's ridiculous. That vehicle should be much more powerful than that. Hopefully that's fixed in a future patch. It's just really giving us a hard time. Okay, let's go ahead and raise up here. We'll tip the bucket down. There we go. So I'll show you the whole process here, how everything works if you're not aware. You'll be able to kind of see some of the things working right off the start. Actually, we didn't unload everything yet. So you can see some of the large rocks breaking free. And you can see everything going through the Tremel down there to the miner's moss. So this thing will continue to rotate and shoot out rocks through there as it's being constantly filtered. That totally looks unsafe. With the high voltage sign. Wow, it's really sucking up the juice, that one. So eventually what will happen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these different miner's mosses plus the 2 buckets down there can be emptied into buckets and brought over to our wash table, our wave table, in order to see how much gold we've got. So this is a large-scale operation. You can see how much material we can clear here in just a short amount of time. Seems like the... Wow, the front loader... Front loader? All right, listen, I know I was talking smack before, but please, thank you. All right, I apologize. We're back on speaking terms now. All right, I'm going to just kill the engine here to back out. Oh, looks like I can't turn that way. All right, let's see if we can at least get up over this jump. Apparently, this is the biggest hill in the world here. There we go. All right, the front loader has redeemed itself. I'm all happy. So you can see with just a small little bit of excavation, we've made a giant pile for us to constantly go back and forth from that site with. And I guess sometimes things just take a little bit of gas, I guess. There you go. Wow. All right, well, I've tried to drive with the bucket low, but it seems like even though you don't want to drive with it high, that seems to be the better way to balance those front wheels out. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But anyway, obviously you don't want to drive that way. But it works. Okay, let's pick up another scoop full. There we go. So we're fully loaded. And we're going to tip our bucket back and raise it up a bit. Very nice. So even at nighttime we can work. We've got working lights on our vehicles, which looks really cool. And especially with the excavators, you can do all sorts of night work as well. So now we're heading into the nighttime. And now we're going to work throughout the night. And we're going to try to come in through the other way. Let's see how that is if we come in through this direction. Oh yeah, seems like we're going to lose a lot of material through bumps and such. And the wheel loader has a hell of a time getting up some of these hills. You can see now, I'm going to drive to the right, otherwise our bucket's going to drop some stuff. Let's swing back to the left. So you can see that our lights are now working here. Or at least visible here at nighttime. And they look awesome. Come on, wheel loader, you can do it. There we go. Oh, I accidentally hit the E key. Good thing. Good thing it stopped me. Alright, so that's the long way around. Either way, it's kind of a pain to get up here. But we can also bring a dump truck up here eventually. That'll be cool. Alright, we're going to hit the E-brake. Let's let everything unload here. Very nice. So you do that repeatedly, and that is the process of gold mining. Now, look at that at nighttime. Look at that. The sun going down. Very beautiful. Gosh, this would be a great game for multiplayer. Are you with me, everybody? I think so. You've got to be with me on the multiplayer aspect, right? I mean, if you had a friend doing the excavation and another friend maybe doing the wheel loader, man, you could just get everything done in like 10 minutes. Let's try out that bulldozer now, and let's see what we can do with that. We're going to park right here and give this a test. Wow, look, one of the wheels is even off on the wheel loader. Wow. It's only, oh, it's almost, the clock's almost 20. Let's grab the bulldozer now and see what we can do with this. So we'll fire this up. And again, in our tutorial, we can find out what to do. So let's watch on DigTube exactly how to flatten stuff. Nah, do we really want to flatten? Let's try to make a ramp. What about making a ramp? You can see here it's raining in their video. And so you got your ripper, your ramps, the blade on the front there. Very nice, very cool looking. All right, so he's activated the engine now. And they're going to try to make some ramps here. So you can see actually that he's making the elevation go down very gently. Oh, that's really cool. So you could actually do a flattened area if you wanted to, so that way you can dump things off into a wash plant. So if you had your wash plant parked next to a cliff area, you can actually flatten it out so that way you can work. Oh, look at that. That's very impressive. All right, let's give that a try then. Let's try to terraform some of this this territory. And raise our blade up a little bit so we can travel around. And let's try to do that, actually, you know, so we don't run out of gas and such. That's all right. We're okay. We'll leave everything on. We're all good. But this is what it looks like at nighttime. And just imagine, like, if you were playing multiplayer, seeing one of your friends drive up there, that would just be amazing. And, of course, we can go ahead and dip all this stuff off into the buckets. Now, I'm going to quickly use the bulldozer, and then we're going to check and see how much gold we've gotten. So let's go ahead and test the bulldozer a little bit. I don't know how much we'll get done, and before we go, we'll see how much gold we've gotten as well. So let's fire up the engine, and there we go. So let's see what we can do blade-wise. Oops, wrong button there. All right, we're going to lower our blade slightly and see what we can do about making perhaps a gradual grade up here. Wow, so much for that gradual. I'm just trying to lift up just a little bit. Oh, and that's not going to want to go. So it seems like you want to do it from the other side. So we'll lift up our blade here. And we'll try to go this way. Looks like the bulldozer's having just as much trouble getting up here as the wheel loader did. Got our blade all the way up. It is up. Oh, wow. It's going to be a tough area to get into. This area here would be a nice area to convert into a ramp. And it is nice that we actually have the ability to flatten in this game, though. It's getting a heck of a lot harder to see now that we're nowhere near the operating zone. And I think we're... What, are we stuck now? Jeez. There's nothing here. I'll just go back this way. We're going to sneak out of here. But what we can do is we can neaten up that pile a little bit. Let's try to do something over here. Very nice. All right, well, we got another pile over here that we were working on. Let's try to take a little bit of a slice out of that. There we go. So little by little we can knock down these higher areas and flatten them out if we want to. There we go. It's a little harder to see at night, but yeah, she's working. There you go. And then we can just make a gradual ramp that goes over this way. Or we can make an area to park our vehicles. Very nice. So it doesn't do anything to the soil. We can actually just push everything around. And like you see here, we're just making a gradual ramp up this direction. So I'll push the dirt closer and closer together, and eventually it'll make a ramp. It'll take a while, but yeah, the concept is there. I like it. The bulldozer's a very nice and welcomed addition to the family here in the game. But now it's like completely dark, so, ooh, boy. All right, let's speed her up to daytime. We're going to go over to the camper then, and we're going to speed things up. And we're going to see if we can find some gold then. A lot of good equipment here. I need a little bit more practice in learning some of these things, obviously. And they're going to be very useful in the future. Obviously, the excavator and the wheel loader are probably very easy to work with. The bulldozer is something that I'm going to need some practice on and, you know, develop some more ways to actually use that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab a few buckets. We have 2 over there, but we might need a few more. I don't think I have any more at the house, but we do have at the warehouse. We do have a few more here on the truck. So what we're going to do here is we're going to ditch the trailer. We're going to lower the tailgate here. We're going to take the truck over to the other site. I'm going to grab some other buckets that we have. Oh, looks like we might actually have to push the trailer out of the way a little bit, otherwise I'm trapped in front of the mountain. can't do that. There we go. This truck is very good. Too bad the wheel loader doesn't have the... It needs a little bit more oomph, I think, that wheel loader. And, of course, a little bit of practice for me won't help either. Or won't hurt. It probably won't help, to be honest. Alright, let's get over here. We're going to grab those buckets. Oh, boy. Yeah, you can drive like a maniac in this game. So this is the site you may have seen before where we did a little smaller scale mining and some mining that you might be able to do at your own home. Backyard, that kind of thing. Heck, who knows? I mean, if you know anything about gold mining, I believe the state of South Dakota and Nevada produce more gold than any other state, but Alaska is where this one takes place. We're going to grab these 2 extra buckets. We're going to need these for that miner's moss, and we're going to see what we can do with it. And, of course, you can never have enough buckets in this game, so make sure you go on a nice bucket run. We're going to bring some of these back here. And we're going to go back to our other 2 buckets that we have. Let's back out a little bit. There we go. Nice thing is, when the trailer or the pickup truck have items in them, the game pretty much auto-locks it, so that way it doesn't fly out of the back. Man, look at that. Our mine looks so cool. That really looks impressive. That is just absolutely beautiful. The mornings in this game are beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And you can see over here what we were doing with the bulldozer earlier. I was trying to create a little bit of a ramp. It will work as you gradually... well, actually, no, it won't because there was a giant mound there. But as you can see, if you were going to try to create a smooth area or a smooth ramp, you can definitely do that to have your dump trucks drive in and out. Anybody who has patience, which is not me, is going to have a fantastic time in this game making it look beautiful like that. Some of the people I play with are just super patient, and they're going to do all that kind of stuff. All right, you know what? Let's kill the engine here. And we're going to throw this open. Looks like one of the buckets already fell out. Okay, so now's the moment of truth. We're going to try to see what we can do about getting all that miner's moss collected. And these 2 are going to be full of gold, or at least potentially full of gold. They're very, very, very light, but as you can see, I'm just trying to shorten the process. If you want to watch me mine live and everything like that, again, remember to hit that subscribe button so that way you know when I go live. You can come say hi and see how the whole process works. I probably logged about probably 20 hours in this game so far, and really have only gotten the start of it. So that's pretty amazing for this kind of an experience. All right, so now that I think of it, actually, these buckets are going to need water in order to dip the miner's moss into. So let's go ahead and get this started. What we're going to do is, I think we can actually, I wonder, can we pull these out while the machine is running? No, okay. So we're going to actually turn off the machine. So we're going to kill the power, we're going to kill the water. And we'll have to make a couple of quick trips. Alright, so kill the power and the water. I'm going to jump over the shaker. This isn't recommended, folks, but don't worry, I've been doing parkour. Oh, okay, and I'm dead. Oh, boy. Oh, okay, this doesn't feel nice. Actually, there's a way out of here. If you just kind of jump a little bit. Don't worry, I'm a professional nerd. I was going to try to jump over the top. Those springs, by the way, I'm glad I fell down here. Those springs actually have to be replaced from time to time. So you cannot... or when there is maintenance to be done on these machines, you cannot use them until you've actually replaced those springs. So these will actually, as you can see, detach. Will have to be detached and be brought over for maintenance, or you'll have to buy a new one. So again, just going on a little bit more of the maintenance to be done in the game. If you get trapped like this, which I think I might be, all you have to do is press reset. And let's see here. All you got to do is click on your character, and you should be out in a GIF. There we go. There's our player reset. Boom. And we go right to the entrance of the mine. Not the end of the world. Okay, so we're right exactly where we want to be. Let's flip the other side of that power off. And we should be good to go. All right, let's flip off the generators. There we go. All right, everything's all down on the machine. We should now be able to remove all of what we need to. So we're going to get the miner's moss out of here. And we'll just fill up our buckets full of water here shortly. So there goes, each one of these is able to hold 2, it seems. There we go. We'll just drop those at the bottom. There we go. And the easiest way I've seen to do this is to just jump in here and literally just set them at the bottom. Doesn't matter which order. We will not find a lot of gold here. Right now, as you see, we're at 0.86 ounces. But we will be able to load everything up into the truck and find out how much we've got here shortly. All right, let me drop these off the edge. There we go. Should have 5 in total. And those buckets should also have some gold in them as well. Or at least some material we can use. All right, so we're going to load all 5 miners moss mats in here. A little bit more to do on this large-scale operation. A lot more to do on this large-scale operation, for sure. Oh. All right, there we go. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Come on, you. You're in here. There we go. And the last one there. Very nice. Okay, the buckets can come with. We're going to fill these with water if they're not already filled with some gold. Looks like some of them might be. But I prefer to use them for water. Each one of these buckets can be dipped with 2, which means we'll likely need all 4 buckets. Maybe some more gold-prone material is in here, but we'll find out in just a moment. All right, we're going to head over to the other section. We're almost done here in terms of getting some gold, finding out how much money we made. So we're swinging up this way. And it looks like we're going to need that water pump too, aren't we? All right, let me cut the engine here. We're going to need a few things to get this thing running. We're going to need the water pump and the water filter. And we'll install that over at the other section. I only got one of them. But you can buy more than one if you need. Well, let's grab that water filter. There we go. 52% on that one. Wow. So you need to constantly check these machines out. Make sure they're not out of water. Or fuel, actually. Otherwise, there won't be water. Can I pick you up? Oh, it's still connected via hose. That's why. There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's close the tailgate. We're heading over to the wavetable now. All right, and we're off. Good music in the game. Great people who play the game as well. I love everything about it. The developers did a really nice job. It's very good. All right, we're going to grab some water here, and we'll park next to the excavator. And the only reason we're going over here is because our table is over there, and that's what we're going to use to try to dump everything in there. Well, pardon me. Sorry, I didn't know I was so close to the excavator. There we go. Oh. There we go. Oh, I guess we could have killed the truck, but that's okay. We'll leave it on for now. All right, let's go ahead and grab all of the equipment. We're going to grab ourselves the large water pump, or a small water pump in this case. There'll be a bigger one eventually, which I think will just need to be refilled less with fuel. So it'll have a longer capacity with fuel, and possibly will be required only for the bigger section. They can update this at any time to do anything they want. So we're going to connect, I forget which hose is which. We only need one for the table, but I forget which one is which, so we'll just grab whichever. Whichever, wherever. Boom. And boom. And here. Large pump hose there. Large pump is in. Going to grab the filter. We'll fire this up, and we'll grab ourselves some water from the pond here. There we go. And let's see here. We've got a few buckets to fill too. I don't think we can fill the buckets from here, unfortunately. So we got to go one at a time down here. Oops. There we go. Hopefully these don't tip over. Nice flat area there. Okay, we're about to see how much gold we get in just a very small operation. You can see here in just a short amount of time, not a lot of work gets done. You have to constantly be at it over and over and over again in order to find that gold. So it's not like, you know, not a lot being done is bad. It's just not a lot being done is how the nature of the business is. I love how these hoses snake up the water like that, up to the water, just up the hill. It's really cool to me. All right. Bucket number 3 is ready. Bucket number 4 is just under the truck. You can see it hiding there. Come on, you. Uh-oh. There we go. This game's very, very good with its hitboxes. Stuff doesn't get stuck easily. It's very good. Okay, we should have everything we need here. So before we go, I'm going to fire up the pump. And we should be good. Okay, let's dip all the miner's moss into here. So they will be dipped in like you're dipping a French fry into ketchup. And you'll see the water get dirtier. Perfect. All right, those two are done. We're going to wait until we get all full buckets here. Now, again, remember how much gold we have in the upper right corner. I think we can only do 2. Oh, it looks like we can do 3. I guess it depends on how dirty it gets. So, I guess we don't need all buckets. But, again, these mats are not full. If they were, probably 1 would be enough. There we go. So that's 4 of them. Looks like there was 6 in the truck. I thought 2, 4, 6. I guess there is 6, but there's 5 areas for it. I might be confused. My bad. All right, we'll use that other bucket too. We will use all buckets so that way we know that there's something in every one of them. I guess that one doesn't want to be used. Okay, we'll use this one then. All right, all good. Let's see how much gold we got. So what we need to do is we need to bring the buckets over here. And, oh, wait a minute. One thing I got to do is turn on the power. Oh, there went the bucket with all the gold. Oh, really? Did it dump the water out? Oh, no, it's still there. Oh, look at that. The game doesn't steal your water just because the bucket tipped over. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's still full. We're good. All right, power's got to be turned on. And same with the machine, if it's not already going. There we go. All right, the table is fully functioning. Come here, bucket. You're not going away. Now, again, watch. 0.86 in the corner. And watch that go up to... There we go. Look at that. A couple of ounces right there off the bat. And there was just a small little operation that we did. I know. Quit tipping the buckets over. I know. There we go. We'll see some more money here very soon. So again, if we had done this to its completion, this would probably be like 10 ounces right away, no problem, which is about maybe $10,000. It all depends on how much the economy is doing. There is an in-game economy, very interesting in this game, and yeah, it's nice to have this Site B set up too. So if you ever need to go on to do big-scale mining, keep some of your old stuff. It'll be useful. So you see, we went from 0.83 or 0.86, whatever it was, to almost 1.25 ounces of gold. Way over that. 1.289, still going up. 3.1, 3.3. Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. Almost like geez, we're getting close to 1.5 ounces of gold. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It is. It's almost 1.5 ounces of gold. Look at that. 1.49. Very nice. On the right side there, wow, it's still going. So look at that. So the machine works really nicely. So this is definitely something you want, and you don't have to have your pan there. It's still going up. I can't believe this. So look at that. With just a few scoops of dirt, we've already gotten started in the game. The large scale is definitely where you want to be. It'd be nice if you could play with friends. But anyway, folks, that's it for me today. Again, if you guys enjoyed what you've seen here, again, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know any tips or tricks that you have down below. Thanks for being so kind on our streams and everything like that. And thanks for tuning in. I plan on playing this as a full series, so if you want to see that, again, just let me know. And thanks for showing your support. Until next time, I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye. Bye.